Good morning, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 9:01 on Tuesday morning. Yes, it's Tuesday morning this morning. It was Monday morning yesterday morning, but the herd and chokers must have put something in my porter. The wine was all messed up yesterday morning. It wasn't the only boo-boo I made yesterday, but that's beside the point. We are in the Achill Island Hotel we're on the mainland, just after crossing the bridge about half an hour ago. Just had the breakfast there now, grand breakfast. There was nothing opened on the island where we spent the night. Lovely spot, hadn't been there I think only once before. It was a long time ago. I was a teenager. It's a very scenic drive. The Yanks that I had been with the last couple of months would absolutely love it, heading down to Keene Beach. And we were in Kiel. We had the dinner yesterday evening in the Amethyst Bar. It was very, very good. I had the turkey and ham. We had the golden mushrooms for starters, golden fried mushrooms. And we had dessert. They're all reliable that I used to have as a kid, jelly and custard. And a couple of pints then last night in Lycett's Bar. It's the smallest bar in on Achill Island, but it's probably also the smallest bar in the west of Ireland. Really small. There was a very good folk singer, traditional singer. I say he was a dub, relocated to the west. So 3 pints of Guinness there, and good night's sleep. Bit of a hiccup or a boo-boo this morning. My glasses fell down beside the bed and I had to get out and I had to go in underneath and fish them out with a broom. I thought they were gone for good. And these are these ones that was missing, because I had them beside me in the bed to check the time, because it had it all blacked out, the camper van. So heading back to Roscommon when I get this set up, and I'm picking up a brother. I have a couple of family members with me at the table across from me here, putting out their tongue at me, trying to make me laugh. And they're succeeding. Hope they don't block my train of thought. Made a few pounds yesterday. Could have been a lot more. Got the forecast up. I could have had the second one. I was sure that Kitab would keep motoring and get up at least for a second. Probably should have. My initial pick in that race was Isla Kai, but I thought with this, and it was similar to the day before, I didn't go with the 3-year-old. I went with the 4-year-old, and that was the case again yesterday. But the forecast was Belgo Prince and Liberated Light, and I thought Liberated Light might have more toe in the stretch. If it was 1-6, I'd be sweeter on Belgo Prince. You know that I've backed it and tipped it a few times before. Liberated Light, she's on for second though. It was 46 something for so 10 times that was 460, so it was grand for a Monday. There's 3 horses today that like. We're over here. In Ripon, in 5 o'clock, it's a 2-mile staying race. I think the horse there that could be well handicapped is Mass Consumption. It's his 3rd run for Brian Ellison, only a 3-year-old. Started off with Jed O'Keefe, and it did run over the track before. It ran second in a maiden. And it's good to know that it handles the track. It was betway 4 lengths, but it wasn't off a yard that day. But on its last run, this run here, it's the grey horse, but it's
Stream, and then comes Mass Consumption. And then Fading is the Poet's Secret, not found much at all in behind them, but Harapan bounds clear. Harapan, Connor Beasley, pulls on now from Hondo, and Mass Consumption, the grey, plugging on Owner's Dream, nothing more to give, as they head now deep inside the final half furlong. First go on turf. Hanapan out in front, and clearly too good for these. Hanapan, nice looking horse, wins again.
He was staying on well there on the stretch, but it's interesting, on its 2 runs since it joined Brian Ellison. First one was at 10 furlongs, and the last was at a mile and a half. It was 8-1 into 11-4 first time out. It was 15-2 into 4-1. So they know it's well handicapped. Plus, in that last race as well, it wasn't a handicap, it was a novice race. But if you see the horse that he was just behind was Hondo, rated 73, and it beat a 68 rated horse by 4 lengths. I did tip up that Spantic, but I think it's a bit one-paced, and even though it ran well behind Baez the time before, I'm just thinking this might have more up its sleeve, and it's a 3-year-old, and the nose handicapped well, I think. On to Bellewstown, there's 2 horses. One, I think this was, I backed this yesterday at 8-1, Quantum Light. It's a horse that I mentioned when it was first time out for the Slattery's in Galway, and it ran pretty well. And went out in front, it's up at the pace the whole time on its first run behind Rio Largo. The last time it was a decent race that was placed in the last time too, Malbay Madness. I think won we on the second in that race, alright. MRC, not to leave no R, but it's drawn in one in the 5:35. It's if it gets out in front, and it should, and the Slattery's won this race last year as well with Flame of Era. It's 8 into 3s. It's 5-2 with 365, I think now. It's gone into 5-2 with the green bookie as well. No, it was 3s there earlier. I expect a good run from that. That probably would be, and I expect that to go close if it breaks well, because the ground as well is good to yield and good in places, and the trip is better than the 8.5 furlongs the last time. And then onto the 2 mile race. You probably notice I do look at an awful lot of these 2 mile races, but there's a horse there, Khadaash, for John McConnell. John does target this race meeting every year because he's a local trainer there. But it broke its maiden in in handicap, beat the Jam Man, who's a good yardstick, but he's entered over then to the class 3. It was the Good Friday in Lingfield, and it finishes 5th, but it absolutely flies up the straight on the very outside, to suggest that extra furlong today will be of a benefit to it. You won't see him now until very late.
Up, Halleck in the light blue, a big challenger. Ponzilius against the running rail. Mr. Escobar desperately needs room. His first Emperor Carzola up on the outside into the final furlong. Halleck and Andrea Zeni going on by a length and a half here. Carzola the green though, with Ross Orion flying through. Carzola and Halleck behind those first Emperor. Then blow your horn and Khadaash.
Like, if you look at the horses that beat there that day, beat Danny California, Diamond Bay, Ponce Elias, they're all rated in the 80s, rated 74, targeted for this race. The ground should be okay. It's an each way price at 6-1, to just 5-1 now. It's into 7-2 with the green bookie. So 6 was there only 10 minutes ago with so there's the 3. I got a text early this morning from a good friend and follower of the channel, and he said that the channel reached 5,000 subscribers throughout the night. He was checking last night, it was on 499, and it's 5,000 this morning. So thank you all very much for subscribing, and wish you all luck today. Bash the Bookies over and out.